Good morning students. I am Komal, your math teacher. Today I am explaining you about the part of the
circle or the problems related to the circle, that what are the basic parts of the circle. Please ignore this circle as it is hand drawn, and but don't ignore the concept that is I am going to share. So parts of circle starts with, first of all, we have a center of a circle, that is O. This is the center of the circle. If I draw a line from the center of the circle on the circumference of the circle, then that line is called the radius. So this is called the radius. This is one part of the circle. So I'll write here the part of the circle that is in blue is the radius. Okay, now move from here. Next part of the circle is the boundary of the circle. What is this? Boundary of the circle is basically the circumference of the circle. This boundary is called the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is actually the perimeter of the circle. As in case of other shapes, we refer to the perimeter, the sum of all sides of the shape. Like in square, we consider the sum of all four sides of the square. But in case of circle, instead of considering the perimeter, we have to take the circumference of the circle as perimeter of the circle. So I'll also write here as perimeter of circle. This is a very important concept. So I'll write here the black color represents the circumference of the circle. Okay, then we move towards the next part of the circle. Next part of the circle is diameter of the circle. Now what is diameter? First of all, I have to label it as diameter. So the red color represents the diameter. Now what is diameter? Diameter basically is any straight line segment that passes through center of the circle and whose end points lies on the circle. So keep this in mind that diameter should pass through the center of the circle. If the line of the diameter does not pass through the center, then it is not the diameter of the circle. Now after the diameter of the circle, we have another concept, that is, what is this? This is called the chord of the circle. Now what is the definition of the chord? Chord is basically the part of the circle that does not pass through the center of the circle, but its end point lies on the boundary of the circle. Okay, so this is how this chord differs from the diameter of the circle, as diameter passes through center and the chord does not pass through the center of the circle, but it touches the two boundaries of the circle. Next part of the circle is arc. What is arc? If I take this part of the circumference of the circle or any part from the circumference of the circle, that is called the arc. So this is called arc. So it doesn't matter that from where you take. So I'll say that arc is basically the part of the circumference of the circle. So keep this in your mind, that what is arc. Then we have the part of the circle that is tangent of the circle. Now what is tangent? If I draw a line like this, then this line is called the tangent of the circle. So keep this in mind, tangent is defined as a straight line which touches the circle at only one point. So at one single point it will touch the circle. So this is the basically definition of the tangent of the circle. Then we have the other part of the circle, that is the segment of the circle. If I draw it like this, this is called the segment of the circle. Now let's see what is the definition of the segment of the circle. This is the key that will help you out to understand the parts of the circle. So this is the segment of the circle. Now what is actually the segment of the circle? Segment is the part of the circle bounded by an arc and chord. Now let's see here that this is the chord and this is the arc, as we have already discussed the concept of chord and arc. The chord does not pass through the center of the circle, and arc is any point or the part of the circumference of the circle. So the part that is bounded by the chord and the arc on the circle is called the segment of the circle. Then we have another part of the circle that is the sector of the circle. Now what is the sector of the circle? If I take this radii and if I take one of the radius of the circle like this is the radius of the circle, and take another radii like this is another radii of the circle. If I say this is R1 and this is R2, and it is bounded by an arc, then this is called the sector of the circle. As this is the part of the circle that is bounded by two radii and one arc, and this is called sector of the circle, a sector of the circle. Okay, so let's move on another part of the circle, that is the secant line. Now what is the secant line? Secant line is basically the infinite extension of the chord. If I write here that this is the chord and its infinite extension refers to the secant line or the secant of the circle. This is another part of the circle. When the chord moves infinitely on both sides, that is outside the boundary of the circle, then that refers to the secant of the circle. Now what is the semicircle? This is the last part that we will discuss. Semicircle is the arc which is half of the circumference. As we have already discussed the arcs, like this is the arc, this is the arc, or this is the arc. But if I take the arc in a way that if I start from here and move like this here, then this is called the semicircle. This is half of the circumference of the circle. So semicircle is represented like this. Another point that you have to keep in mind regarding